Welcome. If you are new, my name is Veronica. If not, welcome back. And I pretty much just talk about manifestation, relationships, mindset, goals, anything I really want. To really, most of the time, it's things that allow you to connect more with your authenticity. That's really the main gist of my episodes, but also I add in some fun stuff sometimes. But, anyways, today what we're going to be talking about is really several things that I have realized in the past months. And one of them, I was talking about in my last episode how remaining calm is key. To become the observer, you have to remain calm. And when you remain calm, you're in not be so reactive to things because you're reacting in a habitual state, in the level of awareness you currently are. But once you give yourself some room to actually just observe what's going on, you're going to see, like, oh, you're going to be able to become more aware of, like, your acts, how you would have responded. And maybe after you're not in an emotional state, you're going to reflect on it, like, oh, I'm happy I didn't react like that. Or I'm happy that, I really just observed everything and not wasn't so reactive to things. So while I was doing all of this, I realized one thing. I already knew it, but this really, anytime you want something, anytime you're desiring anything. And I actually did this with several of my manifestations without even really knowing in a way, but you do your little meditation. You don't even have to do your meditation if you don't want. It just helps me tremendously because it allows me to just connect and be focused. But just think about the things you want, right? The thing you want. First, if you really, really want something, do you have an attachment to it? Like, if you want it so bad, there's an attachment. But there's several beliefs right here that I'm gonna say, and maybe they contradict each other, but they help me. So, if you really want something and you put it in a pedestal, kind of, you're stemming from fear, from lack. So if you were to already have that thing, you wouldn't want it so bad because it already is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it already is in existence. What helps me is when I'm doing the meditation, I envision that version of me that has that thing. Whatever it is, that energy, I merge with that energy and I use inspired action because it helps me just align with it more. It goes into my subconscious more, like, oh, it's bound to happen. It's just something that works for me. And I don't force things. I try not to force things, right? And allow them to come to me. I just act as if I already have it. And I detach from, like, if I'm starting to check this reality, like, oh, okay, is it happened already? Did I get it already? Checking and seeing if it's already happening, if it's working. What I do is that the feeling I have I was gonna say desesperación, but it's a Spanish word. In English, is like desperation, like that anxiety feeling, or that, like, um feeling of, like, I want to control. I detach that feeling from the thing I want because I'm like, okay, the thing I want it already is happening. It's already going to happen. Any second now is just going to happen. It already is. It's already written. So the feeling I have is just a feeling that may be triggered, but has nothing to do with that. It's just something that I have to let go of. So I allow myself to feel the emotion, to really allow myself to hone into it, allow it to be heard. But I no longer connect that feeling with that thing because in my mind that thing already exists in my life. And also what I do is I, like, envision, like, You deep down, you know exactly what you have to do to get what it is that you want. But maybe your ego is so wrapped around you being like the same way, like you not wanting to change or you're not wanting to do those actions. You want to remain the same and expect different results. So, what I literally, I always know the answer, but sometimes it's like I ignore it. I ignore it and I want it my way. And it's like, it doesn't work like that sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it does. Depends, right? But you know sometimes what you have to do. So I like connect with that thing I desire. What version of me really does, like, honestly, what version of me really has that lifestyle or that relationship or that person, that specific person, or that body goals, whatever it is, or that platform, whatever, or that career, whatever it is that you want, that version of you, what does that version of you do? Act like? What's the energy like? Once you can tap into that, connect with that, those things are bound to happen. But sometimes we don't want to change. And it's really on us. Like if you don't have what you want, what you desire, it's literally because of you. It's because you're not aligning with it. And sometimes that sucks to say, like to hear. Like, what do you mean? I've been trying everything. But really, you're not. Because if you are literally aligning with it, that thing will be. Like, it's just you don't have it because you're not aligning with it. And also, you gotta also, you can also use like affirmations or releasing suppressed energy, whatever manifestation method works for you, whatever method to get into your subconscious mind to imprint it that it already is, whatever method that works best for you, just try it out. Try several methods out if you want, but really, really try it. Really put in the work and you're gonna see a change. You really are. And I'm gonna tell you something. It's kind of like when a toddler. I'm gonna tell you a story. It's like a toddler. This is how I see it. A toddler, you know that they're trying to do something and it's so challenging for them to do it because they don't have the capacity in their brain to probably do it at that moment, but you know how to do it. And they're getting frustrated and they're like really upset, really attached to it, but in reality, you know that they're going to get it. It's just they just have to try a little bit. They have to expand a little bit. They have to maybe learn how to do it. And it's not that hard. It's not. It's just in their mind. They just don't know how to. Kind of like the same thing. Like we get so frustrated. And maybe this wasn't the greatest example, but maybe it was. Sometimes we get so caught up and we get so fixated on things and we get so frustrated, but all we have to do is just relax, tune into our intuition, tune into our higher self, because we deep down know how to do it. We just have to calm down and we have to just, we know what it is that we have to do. We just have to do it. And sometimes that'll take a little bit of affirmations, inspired action, or letting go, or whatever it is, changing a little bit of our perspective. Just tune into that version of you that already has that thing. Align with that version of you that already has that thing. And if you already have that thing, you won't be frustrated about it. First of all, you already have it, already is. You already know what it is. And I know it's a lot of trust. If you have never done something like this, it could be a lot of trust. Like, okay, but obviously it's not. And you keep checking into this reality, like, oh, it's not, it's not, it's not. But no, just continue. If you align with it, it will be. So all you have to worry about is yourself. Stop worrying about what's going on in your reality. Just worry about yourself. Worry about aligning. Worry about doing those inspired actions that if it's like a specific person or a relationship, don't like try to like force something. Like it will come to you, or if it's like a certain career path, like just align with it energetically without forcing, like trying to manipulate or force something, because then you're stemming from the place of neediness, of lack again. You know what I'm saying? You're stemming from that place. I don't have it, I need it. And people read that energy. So again, like, if you already have something, you act differently, you vibe differently. So this is just a kind and loving reminder, and I hope this video wasn't too complicated to really follow along. It's just something that has helped me, especially when wavering. And if you don't know what wavering is, it's kind of going back and forth. Like, you want something, then you don't want it, or you're doing something, you're like, oh, okay, what if it's not gonna happen? Or no, like, this person doesn't like me, or this person does like me, or oh, like, I'm gonna get it, no, I'm not gonna get it. That's wavering. Like, you're going back and forth. Make a solid set decision. I want this. This is what it is. I'm gonna do my meditation, align with it, and if I align with it, and I'm doing, this is what I tell myself, I'm doing my inspired action, aligning with it, minding my own business, it will reflect in this reality, and it'll be just like that. And I've tried it, and it does work. So people have tried it, and it does work. So if you really want something, and if you're watching this video, it's maybe because you really do want something, and maybe you're like, just maybe it does work. So if you're gonna try it well. You know, if you're gonna try it, actually try it without, yeah, it's okay, you're human, you're gonna waver sometimes, and you're gonna think about it sometimes, you're gonna be in your head sometimes, but just, deep down, like, what you have to do. You know how to align with it. You're already manifesting. Like, you're already manifesting. You're either doing self-destruction or manifesting your desires, one or the other. You're already manifesting. So might as well manifest things that are in your favor, that you like. And if for some reason you feel like you're not worthy of it, then maybe try some affirmations. I'll do another video on shadow work, because I've gotten deep on shadow work, but I've also found another way that has helped me even more and faster than shadow work in a way. Um, but yeah, just maybe release the energy. Allow yourself to feel. Don't go on this loop, and reprogram your mind that you are worthy. You don't have to self sabotage. You're worthy of everything. And yeah, hopefully this helped. I think it'll help some of you. Um, and I'll talk to you on the next episode. Bye.